Okay. Yeah. So good evening, students. Today we are going to the sixth session. Huh? I'll just give a quick recap. What did we do yesterday? Okay. So student, in the part of sexual reproduction in flowering, these particular plants. So we have seen yesterday, particularly the parts of the plant. Okay. So I have given a very important way. Caco, angi. I guess you all remember. Calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoecium. In this way, I asked you to remember the four walls of the particular flower. Then we went to the types of flowers. So you see, we have a bisexual where male and female both are there. We call it as a complete plant, complete flower, that is okay, like hibiscus, brinjal, red chilies. Okay. Okay. Again, we went to the unisexual also, I guess. Okay. So I think I have removed that particular thing. Okay. Unisexual also. Unisexual means either male or female. So one example, what I remember is papaya. Okay. So that way. Okay, so and then we have started what are the steps that are involved in reproduction of plant. So this is what we have completed, pollination. Okay, today we will be looking these two. So in pollination, what did we see, student? Pollination will occur by two methods, self and cross. So you see here it's a same flower, male will go to the female, same flower, self pollination, same plant from here to the same flower, the different flower but same plant. This is also self-pollination. Different flower but same plant, self-pollination. Okay. The second thing is cross-pollination. That means different plant and different flowers. Okay. So I think some student has asked me the doubt, sir, whether if at all it is hibiscus. I think hibiscus is not the right example, I guess. Yeah, you can take it. Hibiscus I am taking. This is papaya. Now, if a fly, butterfly, insect, or bird, after just taking the pollen grains, if it come to over here, not here, right? So, from the male part to the female part, will the reproduction happen? The answer is no. Okay. So, I have corrected myself. It should be the same family. Okay. So, I think I have said same species. Even that is right, but still there is a confusion. It is the same family. That means if the papaya and papaya like that, it should be shared. In one papaya, only male part is there. In another papaya, only female part is there. Okay, that time the bird pollen grains can be shifted and the reproduction can happen. Rujita, is your doubt clear, student?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. So that should be of same family. Okay, so then we went to the okay. So you see, flower to flower, self, flower to flower, different flower, but same plant, self, flower to different flower, and they both are different plants. Okay, so definitely that is cross pollination. The third one, yeah, yeah, Mega.
So basically, it can't like naturally create a hybrid.
Yes, exactly. Naturally, it's not possible so easily, student. Okay,
Sir,
we know.
and what about the doubt we
Yeah, yeah,
had?
yeah, yeah. Students, so one more doubt the question was. So you see, we have seen the type of asexual reproduction. We have seen many reproduction. So binary fission. In the binary fission, one parent, two daughters. One parent, two daughters. So this is what. So I have included amoeba, leishmania, and paramecium. Okay. So even though we have read about amoeba and leishmania, we did not explore this paramecium. Okay. So there was a doubt. So what is that? Amoeba, as it is a shapeless, so we can't say in which way the division will happen. You see, parent plant to daughter cell. First, what will happen? Nucleus will elongate, karyokinesis. Again, the total other part of the cell will get it different. Okay. So there is no plane of division here because amoeba is shapeless. But definitely, student, when we go to the leishmania, we have seen that leishmania looks like this. You see longitudinal. You see, this is the lengthwise. In lengthwise there is a division happening. Again, same karyokinesis and cytokinesis, that is same, it is happening, and two different daughter leishmania happen. Yeah, the third example is paramecium. So you see, in this particular, what is the plane of division? Longitudinal. The third example is paramecium. This I did not include here. There was a doubt. You see, that's the reason I have included here. Okay, so paramecium, it looks like this. You see, first the nucleus is getting elongated, and again it has been broken, student. But you see, student, it did not break in lengthwise. If it was broken like this lengthwise, like leishmania has broken lengthwise, then I would have said longitudinal. But it did not happen here. It has broken into these two types, and it is not lengthwise. So we say it is a transverse plane of division. How the daughter cells are divided from the parent cells, which plane? It's a transverse cell, or sometimes you can call it a horizontal way. Why? Because this is y-axis, and y-axis breakage was not happening. It was happening in the x-axis. X-axis, X-axis. So you can say either horizontal way, but the right biological word is transverse. Okay, Mega, understood better?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. So with that, yeah, so this is what cross pollination happened. Then we went to the agents of pollination who are responsible. So I have given clearly some birds, insects, reptiles, mammals, wind, water, those all are responsible. What are the advantages and limitation of both of the types of pollinations? Okay. So first of all, these advantages, you see, the birds can fly to very farther distance. So biotic type of pollinators, they are responsible to for the reproduction for the farther distance. But wind, water, obviously they should be very near. Okay, flow of wind, flow of water, they should be very near, student. I think that is one difference in the advantage and disadvantage. What else? Let me check again. Okay, I'll just add it if at all I find it. Okay. Yeah. Both types of pollinators are crop. Yeah, so that is also one example. Okay. You see, this particular fellow for self-pollination, it might help a little. Okay. Self-pollination. But biotic is not at all required for self-pollination. Okay. So biotic will go for the cross-pollination. So I think I'll just make it if at all I feel that question is there in the particular thing, I'll just frame. Okay. Then we have seen pollen tube formation, student. So you see that particular male pollen grains from here. So you see that yeah, male pollen grains come over here, and after reaching here, it is making a duct and reaching over here. So what is this? It's an ovule. That is what this is. I think here we have stopped it short. Okay. So student, what did we learn in the ovule? Ovule is having 7 cells, 8 nucleus. You can see 1, 2, 3. 3 cells, 1, 2, 3. 3 cells. You see the black dotted, 3 nucleus, black dots, 3 nucleus. So 6 cells, 6 nucleus you need. But the center portion entire itself is known as 7th cell. It has 2 nucleus, polar nucleus. That's the reason, student, this fellow has 2 nucleus. We are calling this as 7 cells, 8 nucleus. Why? Because one cell is having 2 nucleus. Okay, and we will be understanding what is this purpose for, why it is that for. Okay.
That's for that double fertilization thing, right?
Yes, exactly. Okay, Mega, right answer. Okay, so let me check. So basically I can see 2 or 3 advantages, disadvantages. But if there is any good advantage, I'll let you know further. Okay, so we have finished reproductive part. We have learned yesterday whorls of flowers, K, O, and G. I asked you to remember like this. We have finished pollination. Okay, let us go to the fertilization and seed dispersal and germination today. Okay, so we have finished unisexual, bisexual also. Okay, so before going, so you know that, let us go for some of the questions from the yesterday session. Please be quick enough, student. Define pollination. Name the 2 types of pollination. Multiple select. You need to give 2 answers. Mega, right answer. Narendran, right answer. Fadila, right answer. Rujuta, right answer. Shrugal, no. One answer is right, other is wrong. Harshini, right answer. Maya, right answer. Tanushri, very good student. Ponnappa, awesome. Amulya, Ananya, excellent. No Shrugal. Okay. So yes, most of you are right. So let me give the right answer. Aparna, only one answer you gave, Aparna. One more thing. Define pollination. Pollination is transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma, male to female. Okay, that is pollination. And how many types of pollinations are there? Cross and self-pollination. So C and D are the right answers. Yes, Aparna, I can see your answer. That's fine. Very good, Sugar. Okay, Hayana, please respond. Pollen grains are deposited on which part of the pistil during pollination? Tanushri, right answer. Aparna, right answer. Okay, Harshini, superb. Strugal, nice. Ponnappa, nice. Maya, very good. Rujita, very good. Fadila, right answer. Mega, right answer. Okay. Is Karthik there? Karthik is not there. Shayan is not there. So did I start the recording? Ayana, right answer. Yes, Amulya, Ananya, right answer. Let's start the
Yeah.
recording. Yes.
So yesterday I actually got disconnected early. So what
Oh,
happens after it goes to the stigma?
so you might have asked me the recording, student. So you see, student, after going to Sigma, you see, it starts coming over here. slowly that pollen grain will reach up to the ovule. Okay. So how can it reach here? This particular ovule will send some chemical. So chemotrophy, chemical. Through the chemical, the movement is coming up.
Okay,
Oh,
sir.
chemotrophy. So it reached up to here. From here, I am starting today. I have
Okay.
finished this part yesterday. So from here, I am starting. Yes. Which type of pollination does this figure
Sir, what is
indicate?
the answer?
What is the answer? Answer is D and C and D. Answer is C and D. Okay, not this, right? Yeah, this one, right? Stigma. B is the answer. B is the answer. Yes, Rujita, right answer. Which type of pollination does this figure indicate? Plant A, plant B. Please look. Sometimes he will give plant A and plant A. So please look this also. And sometimes he is giving no pollination. You need to check. Sometimes that fellow is giving stamen to stamen, or the connection he is giving something like stigma to stigma. So please check the diagrams very carefully. Stamen to stamen, male to male. Will there be something like that? No. So you should use no pollination in that case. Ananya Mulya. So right answer, student. Okay, so all of you give. No, Ananya Mulya, look at here. They both are two different plants, student. Mega right. Okay, Ayana right. Okay, Fadila right. Yes, student. Most of you are right. Cross pollination is the right answer. Ponnappa right. Harshini right, beta. Okay. Okay. So please look the things very carefully. Amulya right. Yes, Rujuta right. Tanushri right. Harshini right answer. Very good, Harshini. Shrugal, right answer. Ananya, right answer. Ponnappa, right answer. Fadila, right answer. Tanushri, right answer. Maya, right answer. Ayana, right answer. Narendran, right answer. Megha, right answer. Okay, Rujita, right answer. No. Rujita, right answer. Okay, so wind, insect, bird, snail, these all are biotic. Which structure is formed after pollination?
Sir, can you go to the previous page?
Wind is the answer. The only antibiotic agent of pollination is wind. Which structure is formed after pollination? Tanushri, very good. Fadila, right answer. Ponnappa, right answer. Megha, right answer. Ayana, was that the previous question? No. Pollen grain itself, that is coming from male to female beta. After that only pollination we ask. So that is pollination part is finished. So the right answer is Narendra. What is this answer, student? Narendra, wrong answer. Remaining all very good to see. Right answer, Strugal. Harshini, right answer. Okay. So it's pollen tube. After pollination, after reaching there, so pollen tube is forming. Which structure? Understood, Narendran? Yes, Narendran, what's the doubt?
It is asking which structure is formed.
After pollination. So in the pollination, you already finished, right? You already brought pollen grains from year to year. After that, so obviously, which structure it formed? Pollen tube is a structure. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Pollen tube. The female part of the flower. So, yes, students. So this one I thought to ask you all. Okay. Oh, very good, Harshini. Narendran, right answer. Ponnappa, right answer. Maya, right answer. Ayana, right answer. Rujuta, right answer. Fadila, right answer. Tanushri, right answer. Shrugal, right answer. Megha, no. I think Megha, okay, so Megha, right answer. Yes, Fadila, what is this carpel, student? Pistil is what I have explained yesterday. But what is this carpel? Pardon?
Pistil is also called carpel.
Pistil is also called carpel. Even I felt the same, but there is somewhat inner meaning. But it's right. So pistil means we have three things. What is that, student? Stigma, style, ovary. But you see, carpel means either it may be stigma or style or ovary. Pistil means all the three combination. Carpel means he is taking anyone. So definitely female part of the flower means pistil and carpel. Okay. So if is the what is stigma? It's a carpel. What is style? Carpel. What is ovary? Carpel. If I combine all the three, it's a pistil. Okay. There is a finite difference. Okay. Ponnappa, no student. Ponnappa, that is sepals is different answer. Amulya Ananya, right? So right answer is both B and C, pistil and carpel. Okay, yeah, you can see here I have given here. Okay. Yes, identify the correct statement from the following. So please be prepared for this Sunday. We may go for something like marathon. Chemistry, we just had half of the syllabus of metals and non-metals. We should complete the remaining half and we should check at least 2 sample papers. The CBSE sample paper and one from the good website.
So this Sunday.
This Sunday. So evening only probably. I'll just finalize this.
I have an exam on Monday, so I can't attend.
Okay.
My pre-board 2 starts on Monday.
So what is the exam you have on Monday?
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it's some language, but I'm pretty sure
Language you already prepared, right?
the portion, sir.
Language you already prepared, student. So try to spend some time, student. Okay, at least if you are not for the full session, at least come for the half of the session. The remaining you can use the recording. Okay,
sir.
anyhow, I'll finalize it on the Saturday. Yeah? I'll finalize it on Saturday. Yeah, so what is the right answer? Rujuta, wrong answer. Tanushri, right answer. Fadila, right answer. Ponnappa, wrong answer. Megha, right answer. Maya, right answer. Narendran, right answer. Harshini, right answer. Yes. Strugal, no.
Any other day you could keep that on?
Other day. So you see, already Sunday is the best day for all of you. Okay, other day already students are saying, sir, this 1.5 hour also is very tough to manage for the preparation. So that's the reason I thought to go for Sunday. Ananya, Amulya, wrong answer. Rujita, right answer. Yes, Ponnappa. Aparna, wrong answer, beta. Shugal, right answer. Ponnappa, you see, student, flower to same flower, self-pollination. Flower to different flower, but it belongs to the same plant. That also self-pollination, beta. Different flower, but same plant. That is also self-pollination. So A and B are self-pollination. But you see, flower to different flower, and the flowers belongs to 2 different plants. So it's a cross-pollination. D is the right answer. Understood, Ponnappa?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. That is how we
Sir,
are
what
starting.
is the answer?
Okay, Amulya, right answer. So our right answer is this, beta. D. A and B are self-pollination and C is cross-pollination. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So definitely student, after finishing a pollination, so pollination means that particular. Okay. So let me open yesterday's document also, so I can just use that. But I think I have it. Okay. So pollination means what happens, student? This particular, yeah, you see, from here, male gametes has reached to the female. From here, it has reached to the females, and after pollination, through this duct, so I'll use the red color. Through this duct, pollen grain has reached up to here. Now, here, what is happening? That is what is fertilization. Okay, so we are exploring here what is happening over here. Okay, that is fertilization. Okay, now let us see what is fertilization. So, please remember, we want to explore this. What is this, student? It's an ovule. This is ovary. In the ovary, we have ovule. In the ovule, we have some embryo sac. In that, we have some nucleus. So, how many nucleus are there? Yesterday, we have seen 7 nucleus. 3, 3, 2. Okay. And, sorry, 7 cells and 8 nucleus. This is what we have seen, right? Okay. Now, you see, student, what is fertilization? Fertilization is already same, which you have already given multiple times the answer. Sir, male gamete. Right now we are in flower. It's a pollen grain should fuse, should mix with female gametes. As we are in flower, it is ovum or egg cell. So you see, student, egg cell is a random word. Okay, so all egg cells can't be ovum. Ovum is the final stage of the egg cell. So when fertilization should happen, I should use the right word. If I want to use, I need to use the word ovum. Okay, ovum. Who is this? Tanish is joining. Okay, so what is fertilization? It's a fusion, mixing of pollen grains, the male gamete, and female gamete ovum to form a zygote. Okay, so it is same for human beings also. You have given this answer multiple times. Now let us see after reaching here what is happening, how the fusion is going on. Okay. Yeah, you see student. So we have already seen, sir, this is anther, this is stamen, this part is anther. In the anther we have some pollen grains, very dirty, it's very small like dirt. They are spreaded over here. Now you see this is the sticky material. So obviously the pollen grains get sticked over here. Now the question comes, sir, how many pollen grains will stick here? So student, there can be many. So we can't project, right? That depends on the stickiness, that depends on the wind, that depends on the pollinator, that depends on the size. So I am assuming there may be many. Okay, there may be many. So now what happens to that pollen grains? They will move towards the ovule. And what is that known as chemotropism? We have seen yesterday. You see, through the duct, it starts to move. Now, student, whenever the first duct reaches this particular ovule, this particular chemotropism stops. This ovule stops sending that chemical. Obviously, the new other tube which has started forming, that will not be extended to up to here. Okay. So only whatever that particular pollen grain has formed on the stigma, the one which has reached the first, that is what enough, student. The pollen tube will be stopped over here. The another pollen tube, even though it has started its journey, forming the journey, it will not be completing up to that particular point. Why? Because this ovule starts sending chemicals, stop sending chemicals. That's the reason, student. Even though I'm showing you here two, it the only the one particular tube is complete here. Okay. So number of tubes formed depends on the pollen grains. So I'm assuming two pollen grains have reached, two tubes they have started forming, but this fellow has reached it first. So now up to here only this pollen grain will reach. There will be no more chemical spreading. So this particular tube stops. Okay. Now practically what is seen is, so in this tube, how many pollen grains will reach? So probably they have seen the two pollen grains will be moving in this tube. Okay. Practically they have seen two pollen grains will be reaching the ovule. What is this ovule? Ovule is here. Understood the story, student? Pollen tubes, till yesterday we have read. In the pollen tubes, two pollen grains, there is a high chance that two pollen grains will reaching the ovule. Ovule. Okay. Now here ovule, what is happening? So ovule, you already know, sir, there are three cells in the top, which we have said about that Shazal and Shalazal end, and three in the down micropylar end. That is what I have shown you here. Okay. And two nucleus in the middle. What are these nucleus known as? That nucleus are known as polar nucleus, plus minus. Some polarity is there, student. So I did not explore much inside it. Okay. Some polarity might be there over. Okay. So like that, two nucleus are there. Now what is happening? Why I am saying double fertilization is happening? Let us see the thing, student. Okay. So in this process, first one male gamete fuses with the egg to form zygote. You see, from here, I'm assuming some two are coming. The first fellow has fused to this end. Why, sir? Why this? Why we are only concentrating on this down end? Why not the Shalazar end? Why are we not saying that here the fertilization is happening, but here why? Because the tube is connected over here. So there is a high chance that in this particular portion fertilization happens. So if so one pollen grain, so there are two pollen grains coming, student. One pollen grain has fused with this particular part, micropylar part, where there are three egg cells. So one egg cell, one pollen grains might have fused here. Okay. So that's the reason that's the first fertilization. So in this process, one pollen grain or male gamete fuses with egg to form zygote. So this is what the zygote forms. Okay, here is what the zygote forms. So micropylar it has more chance to fertilize as this position where the pollen grain enters. Wherever the pollen grain entering, that is at the down portion. Okay, the tube is connected to that portion. Okay, so we are calling that state, that particular formation as syngamy. Okay, okay, there are some words, technical words. Okay, so the first fertilization has happened by one pollen grain, and we are calling it as syngamy. Syngamy. Okay. So double fertilization, I have explained the first fertilization beta. First fertilization I have explained. Okay, I'll come to that one. Now, sir, what about the other pollen grain? You said something like 2 pollen grains are coming, right? One has finished, one has reached. What about the other pollen grain? So, other pollen grain will also start coming, and mostly where does it fuse? It gets fused in the central cell. It gets fused with the central cell, but center cell is having two nucleus. Pollen grain is having one nucleus. So how many nucleus we form, beta? So three nucleus are there. That's the reason, student. The other pollen grain, the other male gamete fuses with two polar nucleus. You see, this fellow, polar nucleus to produce triploid, three triploid primary endosperm nucleus. So there are three nucleus there. Okay, triploid primary endosperm nucleus, and that's the reason we call it as a triple fusion. Okay, so here fusion has happened, fertilization has happened, one fertilization has happened. Here fusion has happened, another fertilization has happened, but we are calling it as a triple fusion. Okay, so so two fertilization has happened. That's the reason we are using the word double fertilization. Unable to understand, could you explain it again? Okay, you see, student, I think you missed yesterday's session. That's the reason you're finding it difficult. Okay, you see this through this tube, there are two pollen grains coming, two male parts are coming. So I'm assuming this is one, two started his journey. The first fellow has reached here at the down portion. In the down portion we have three cells. In the cell it might have fertilized with this. Okay, one fertilization happened. In the second scenario, another is also coming, right? You see, this fellow is also reaching. That probably will not go to the upper portion, that will go to the center portion. Okay, so something like this. You see, center portion means this beta. So another cell might be reached here like this. So here one fertilization happened. Here the second fertilization happened. But here there are two nucleus and one more nucleus from the male part. So three nucleus are there here. Okay. Yeah, Harshini.
Sir, after fusion, the nucleus also fused to make a single one, right?
Very good. That happens only in this case. But here it's in the confusion to whom to fuse with. That's the reason we are just explaining triple fusion only. Three nucleus fusion.
So in the end, there will always be three in the center after fusion.
After fusion. Okay, so that is only during the fertilization. After story, again the story will be different. I'll explain it. So does fertilization occur in cross pollination? Obviously, or self pollination and relationship. Difference between fertilization and pollination. Student. So fertilization will occur cross and cell, both of them. Pollination means the male parts are from here to the female parts. Moving of male gamete, like sperm cells are moving up to the egg cells or the female ovary. That is pollination. Birds are responsible. Fertilization means here after mixing the male and female, what is happening? That is fertilization. They both are different, beta. Okay, so please try to understand. I'm explaining it back again. So one particular male gamete will be fusing at one of these particular cell, which is egg cell. I'm finalizing it. Okay, one more pollen grain might be fertilizing with the center part. Okay, that's the reason, student. This fertilization, two fertilization we call double fertilization. But this fertilization is a normal fertilization where the zygote is forming, and we are saying there is a syngamete. But this fertilization, now there are three nucleus. So here there are three nucleus. So we are calling triploid primary endosperm nucleus, called triple fusion. We are not using the word exactly fertilization. We are using the word triple fusion here. Okay, the best word. Even though we say fertilization, two fertilization, but this word is not exactly fusing over here, because three nucleus are seen again. Okay, so we are saying triple fusion. Triploid. Tri means three. Primary endosperm nucleus. Okay, so here you can understand the more. You see, red one, black one. Two pollen grains are coming through the tube. The black one will reach the down portion, and the fertilization has happened here. Okay, and what happened to the previous another red one, student? It has reached the center part. Okay, so one male gamete, egg cell. That is this story he's speaking about, student. Male gamete means blue one, and the already existing one, egg cell, zygote. Okay, so you all know zygote means two end. Daploid we say, right? Diploid, right? Diploid or daploid? Yeah. Yesterday I have explained you diploid. Okay. So here it is a diploid. Okay. But the second male gamete, the one which is coming from here again, the first is finished. This red one. Okay. I'll zoom it for your convenience. Yeah. So I'm speaking of the second male gamete, the second pollen grain. It is mixing with the polar nuclei here in the center part, and it is becoming triploid nucleus. We call it as sometimes 3N also, triploid nucleus. Okay. Now, why the word double fertilization? You see, this is syngamy. This is triple fusion. Syngamy, triple fusion. They both will form your double fertilization. In the flower, we always have two types of fertilization. Okay, that's the reason flower always undergoes double fertilization. Ponnappa, understood?
Yes, sir. So
Okay.
that syngamy only comes for MCQs, right?
Right, difficult to remember.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So you see, this is the normal fertilization. In the as we have two things, they have given the name. Okay. Like human, they will not use this word. They will just say fertilization. But as we have two fertilization, that those fellows has classified with two different names. Okay. Syngamy. I think this is what is this mega? Syngamy or Sangamy? Symbiosis. Syngamy. Syngamy is the right answer again. Right spelling again. Syngamy triple fusion. So that is double fertilization. Okay, Harshini, understood, beta?
Yes, sir.
You already know it?
No, sir, we didn't learn in this much depth.
Acha, okay, right, okay. So that's a double further. Understood, student? So it's an important. I am saying important means this is where you should be differing with the other students. If you are coming to my tuition, this is where the question will be framed. So obviously 20% questions will be different. Every CBSE paper you will see 20% different questions. That questions are originated in that particular year only. So there is a chance that from this point he will touch it. Okay. Yeah, so this is first. So whenever whoever is asking for fertilization, you should say the simple one. Sir, one pollen grain, male, and one female zygote. If he is asking the second fertilization, then you should say, sir, another male gamete will come, another pollen grain that will mix with polar nuclei, which is here the center, and that is called triploid nucleus.
Sir, could you go back to the other slide, the one before? Yes, sir. Sir, do we have to mention the word endosperm nucleus?
Triploid primary endosome. If you remember, you mentioned students. So, but at least you mentioned triploid nucleus at least. Okay.
Okay,
If you
sir.
remember, you mentioned it. You see, there is a meaning for this actually. You see, we have seen in the cell, definitely there will be one nucleus. There are many other things also, right? So, did you learn about endo reticulum? What is that word, student? Endoclear reticulum. Some word is there, right?
Endocytosis, right?
What is it?
Endocytosis.
Not endocytosis. So in the cell we have
It was last year, no year.
yes, in the cell
Endometric reticulum something.
reticulum, something word is there. So that particular item is formed by this particular thing. Okay. Endoplasmic reticulum. Yes, Rugal, right answer. Okay. Bisexual flower, like fertilization happening same flower. Yes, student, bisexual flower. So you see, student Shrugal, you are asking the doubts from only yesterday's session. So believe me, you just cross-check that recording, whatever I said, all your doubts will be clear. In bisexual flower, definitely the fertilization will happen. Okay, yeah. Endoplasmic reticulum is right word. So that particular endoplasmic reticulum is formed by these fellows. Endocytosis, no. Endoplasmic, yes, Maya, right answer.
Sir, by the gametes.
Huh? Pardon?
That endoplasmic reticulum.
Yes, yes. So I'll come to that point. Your doubts will be clear. Okay. Yeah. So now the question comes. Yeah. So what is this for? What is this responsible for? This triploid primary endoplasmic reticulus. So we have some three nucleus. So how they are helping it? So student, there is much internal mechanism. You no need to go through it. You learn one thing: internal tissue of the seed. You see, whatever I am saying about the particular zygote is nothing but again new seed, right? So inside that seed there will be some nutrients are required for rapid development. So these fellows are responsible for that development. Okay, triploid plasmic primary endosperm nucleus. even though they are second fertilization from, but that seed is not forming. Seed is only forming by the first fertilization only, zygote only. This is not able to give the seed. But how are they helpful? They are helpful to convert into the nutrients which are required for the rapid development of the zygote. Yeah, this is what you are asking, Harshini.
No, sir, you said endoplasmic reticulum is formed by this.
Acha, yeah. Okay, so some internal part I said, okay, and I'm sure that the name he gave it for the same name, I guess. Okay. Yeah, now the question comes, sir, why only one particular cell? Why the other? What happens to the other two cells? You see in the micropilar also, here also, yeah. So when I showed yesterday, now the doubt should come, sir, only one cell is forming that particular zygote after mixing pollen. What happens to these two? Again, student, these both will help to fertilize this particular egg. Okay, so they are helping in this particular procedure, student. Okay, where is that? Microgram more chance. Okay, so this we have read it, right? Yeah, the two egg cells in micropilar and the three cells in chalaza only help in nutritioning the embryo sac and degenerate after fertilization. So they just disappear, degenerate after fertilization. Yeah, Mega.
So how is the endoplasmic reticulum formed using endosperm nucleus? That
So
makes no
I'll
sense.
just explore. I'll just explore it. Huh? Okay, I just learned that some internal tissues, some good nutrients for the seed are responsible for it, but still I'll just explore it.
No, they both have the word endo, but I don't think they're related.
Maybe I'll just check it. Huh? Okay, so like that, other cells, what is happening to the other cells, sir? So they are just helping for the nutritioning of the embryo sac. Embryo sac means there is a sac, right? In the sac only they all are there. Okay, and they just get degenerate after fertilization. Okay, students, that is what the fertilization. So fertilization is nothing but mixing male and female. But here the two males are coming. So one male and female are mixing properly. Fertilization happened. Another male is mixing with the central nucleus, which is polar nucleus. So that's the reason double fertilization. Okay. So try to remember these two names. Okay. First fertilization, the normal one. Second fertilization, triplod nucleus. The second male plus polar nucleus, triplod nucleus.
Sir, both
Maya.
the gametes travel through the same pollen tube or
Yes, same pollen tube, same pollen tube. They both travel through the same pollen tube.
okay.
Because once one pollen tube has reached here, this chemotropism is stopped. So there is no chance that the other tube will be forming.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so let us go for some of the questions, student. Fertilization marks the event when both the gametes are. 1 second, student. I think I have just opened the wrong slide, I guess. Let me check. I have framed germination after this topic. Post, okay, flower, post. Okay, okay, no, student. So it's right. Yeah. So try to give the answer. Fertilization marks the event when both the gametes are. Yes, right answer. Fadila, Rujuta, Shrugal, Maya, Ponnappa, Harshini. Right answer. Come on, Aparna, Avdan, Ayana. Right answer. Tanushri, Narendran. Okay, just a fusion of the gametes. That's all. Ayana, very good, beta. Aparna. So I should take their name. Then only they will respond. स्ट्रक्चर फॉर्म एज ए रिजल्ट ऑफ फर्टिलाइजेशन इज तो फर्टिलाइजेशन होने के बाद क्या स्ट्रक्चर फॉर्म होगा बेटा अनन्या अमूल्य राइट आंसर हर्षिनी राइट आंसर तनुश्री राइट आंसर नरेंद्र नरेंद्रन अच्छा ओके चेक नरेंद्र नयाना राइट आंसर अमूल्य अनन्या राइट आंसर अपर्णा राइट आंसर गुड पोन्नप्पा पोन्नप्पा
Going now.
पोन्नप्पा नॉट
By mistake gave B, sir.
okay Shrugal, wrong answer. Rujita, right answer. Megha, right answer. Tanish, oh, Tanish, you're back. Ponnappa, right answer. Okay. Tanish, no student. Result of fertilization is zygote. Okay. So just now we have seen when one male, female, we get a zygote. Okay. So so you see this is ovary. This is okay. I'll use the color. Okay. The red color is ovary. Green color is nothing but ovule, and the black color is the embryo sac. embryo. In the embryo, we have all these cells, 7 cells and 8 nucleus. So you should not give the answer as embryo. Okay. So yeah, so zygote is the right answer, student. Gametes help. Yes, Trugal, right answer. Gametes are nothing but sex cells, or you can say pollen grains or egg cell. Fertilization occurs in, where does it occur? Easy answer, right? Where does the fertilization occur, student? Come on, give the answer very fast. Aparna, right answer. Yes, right answer. Everybody has given the right answer. It's an ovary. Okay? Ovary. Yeah, this one you try to explore the answer, student. Mega, right answer. Very good. Rujita, right answer. Harshini, right answer. Maya, right answer. Fadila, give it again, student. I think I accidentally deleted. Tanish, right answer. Tanushri, no. Narendran, no. Rugal, no. Ponnappa, no. Aparna, no. No. Rugal, no. Narendran, yes. Ananya Mulya, yes. Aparna, yes. Aparna, is it yes, student? No. No. Okay, so many students give the wrong answer. Double fertilization is fusion of one male, one egg. Another male, polar bodies, central nucleus, right? Again, I'm explaining here. You see, one male, one egg, first fertilization. Another male, polar nucleus. The center part is having two nucleus, plus minus. Okay, so it's nothing but the option number B. Option number B. Understood, Fadila?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Fusion of one male, one female, another male, female only, but polar body. Central cell is having polar bodies. So B is the right answer.
So what is the answer?
Answer is B, beta. B. Fusion of one male gamete with egg, another male gamete with polar bodies. The male germ cell produced by dash fuses with the female gamete present. It's a direct NCRT line. I just took it. So try to give the right answer. Ayana, superb. Tanushri, very good. Danish, good. Aparna, good. Narendran. Narendran, produced by the male germ cell itself is a pollen grain, beta. Will it be produced by pollen grain again? Think. You are giving that. Yes, Narendran. Right. Oh, yeah, right answer, Narendran. Ananya Mulya, same is. Acha, you have given right answer. Ponnappa, right answer. Tanushri, you have given. Tanushri, no. Check your answer. Fadila, yes.
I thought I chose the wrong options.
Acha. So my shouting or my way of teaching should not disturb you. Your confidence should be shown. Okay, Harshini, right answer. Okay. So male is produced by anther in the stamen. Okay, will it get fused in the stigma of the pistil? Okay, C should be a right answer. D.
Sir, what is the answer?
Sir,
1 second. Male germ cell produced by dash fuses when the female gamete present in the dash. I think this should be anther and ovule then. Yes,
yes, sir. Those
okay.
options are no.
Not there. Okay, this should be anther and ovule. Male germ cell is produced by anther. So pardon me for the students who have given the wrong answer. Fuses with the female gamete present in the ovule or ovary should be the right answer, I guess. Okay, so this is the right answer, student, actually. So I think, why did I take this then? Maybe I should check this. Mega, understood, beta?
Yes. Sir,
Yes.
sir, is the egg cell present in the ovule?
Yes, in the ovary, in the ovule, in the embryo sac, the egg cells are there. Embryo sac has how many egg cells? Embryo sac has how many egg cells? But in ovary it fuses. Yeah, Maya. Okay, so most of you have given yes, Ponnappa. Ponnappa 8 nucleus. 7 cells, 8 nucleus beta. Ananya Amulya. Yeah. So Ananya Amulya, Ananya, why did you give that answer? Can you explain? Ananya, Rujuta, 8 nucleus beta that is. Google, no. Aparna, yes. Danish, no. Ayana, please explain why that answer is right.
So there's only one egg in the embryo sac.
Okay. Yes, Mega.
Sir, when we were doing questions in school, we have gone through that question, so I knew the answers.
Okay. So you don't want to repeat the mistake. So student, even I have seen this answer as one. Why? Because that fellow, even though he's asking Excel, so by the random words that should be 7 cells actually. Okay, that produce 7 cells. But you see, these 3 cells he's calling as antipodals. These 2 cells he's considering as synarchids. Only this fellow he's considering as egg. Okay, so egg, only one egg cell is the right answer, student. Okay. You see, basically there are 7 cells, 3, 3, 6, and this total is 7. This total is 7. And 8 nucleus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. But when he's speaking about this particular question, he is mentioning these 2 as synarchids, these 3 as antipodals, these 2 as polar nucleus center cell. Only this fellow is an egg cell. Yeah, Harshini.
Sir, if only that is the egg cell, then how is the pollen grain fusing with the micropylar end?
I said that in the micropylar and the pollen tube exists, one of these 3, it will become fused. So whatever
Yes,
that
sir.
is ready for fusion, that he is calling as egg cell. Okay, the other 2 who are helping, he is calling as synergids. Okay, so now we can't differentiate among these 3 already who is egg cell. It's only after fusion, one which fused, that is egg cell. The remaining 2 has not fused, they are helping, they are synergids. Understood, Harshini?
Yes.
Okay, so try to remember. Even I felt when I saw the question 7, but still I sent something wrong. Okay. Yes, students. Yeah. So this type of questions are many questions will be coming. Okay. So this clearly shows your concept. Nothing more than that. The diagram shows the structure of flower. Where do pollination and fertilization takes place? Fadila. Yes. Rujita, yes. Narendran, yes. Aparna, yes. Amulya Ananya. Amulya Ananya, please give your answer again. I just accidentally deleted. Mega, yes. Frugal, Frugal, no. Frugal, pollination is nothing but from this male to the female. Okay? Pollination. Okay? And fertilization is in the ovary beta. Okay? Fertilization is in the ovary. Okay? So the right answer is B. Pollination. You see, it has started, it has ended. Okay, started and ended. But fertilization is definitely in the ovary. Okay, ovary is here. X corresponds to the fertilization, only one answer. X corresponds to the fertilization, only one answer.
Sir,
Anushri, yeah, yeah. Go ahead,
am
Purnappa.
I able to see my answers?
Yeah, I'm able to see. Actually, there are many students, right? So I'm not able to take everybody's name. Yes, Maya, right answer. Purnappa, your answer was right. Okay, so students, so you see, yesterday was a biology session, today was also biology session. So I'm taking some time to make the slides. That's the reason I have fused the two of the two batches. Okay, in the last 1 hour, I was just summarizing the things. Fertilization ends with the formation of. Yeah, when does we say now fertilization finished?
Sir, what is the answer?
Previous one, Maya right, Mega right.
Yes, sir.
Previous one is B is the answer. B is the answer. Yes, everybody is right. In the formation of zygote. Very good, student. Okay, Harshini, right? Okay. So Harshini is just jamming my chat by giving multiple answers, but same answer. Huh? So that's her confidence. Yes. Okay. So now, student, what happens after fertilization? Okay. What happens after fertilization? Let us see. So, student, after fertilization, these sepals, these petals, they all will wither off, or you can just say something like they dry and fall off. Okay. So all these things, sepals, petals, वो सब खत्म हो जाएगा बेटा. Stamen also. So after pollination, these things will just vanish. What is left then? Only this part is left. Why, sir? Why this part is left? Because you see, there is a fertilization happened here. This should still be there. So in this also, I don't require this. This will be vanished. I don't require this. This will be only this part will be there where the zygote has been formed. So post fertilization, what is happening? Sepals, petals, stamen, khatam. Stigma style khatam. Only ovary and ovule. You see? So I'll just erase and I'll just keep it. What does exist after fertilization? Only this part will exist. What is this part? Ovary. Inside ovary, ovule. Only two things will exist, student. Now what happens to that ovary? Ovary will become fruit. Ovule become seed. Okay, so it's very important. After fertilization, what is happening? Post fertilization, the remaining parts of the flower will wither off. Only two parts will exist. Ovary will become fruit. Ovule will become seed. Like in the brinjal, yesterday we have seen that bisexual, right? The brinjal one. Is it unisexual or bisexual? I don't remember. So in the brinjal, whatever that everything brinjal is formed, that is nothing but the ovary. Okay. In the brinjal, we have seeds. That is nothing but ovule. Okay. Konappa understood, beta? Konappa
Yes, sir.
understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tanish, are you following, Tanish? You have joined after so many days, Tanish.
No, sir, I'm following.
Okay. Okay, so that is what up to. So we reach it back up to seeds. Some plants don't have seeds, so they do have only one ovule and they do not. I need to check that formula. Please ping that question with my WhatsApp student. Please ping the same question in my WhatsApp. Okay. Yeah. So no, student, the seed is formed. So we'll be seeing little things about seed and we'll move on. Seed. Okay. Now, students, the seed is formed. The seed is looks like this. You see, the seed which was formed from the flower. How does the seed form? Through the flower only. That everything pollination, fertilization has happened. Seed has formed. Now, the seed is nothing but the future plant. Obviously, if you sow the seed, the new plant will come. That's a seed contains the future plant. Okay. So I'll not explore more, but I have seen one question. That's the reason I have taken this picture. Okay, what is that? The seed will have cotyledon. You see, inside the seed, the structures are something like this. Cotyledon we call. This is very important. This is very important structure. What is that? Sir, in the seed also we have shoot part, we have root part. Shoot part and root part. Root part is called radicle. Shoot part is called plumule. Important words, radical and plumule. Important words. You will find in MCQs. Monocot and dicot. Acha, okay. So you have you seen those questions, Rujita? Monocot and dicot also you have seen?
Yes, sir. We had it for practicals and
Okay, so
so part
nothing,
of like
students.
practical.
Okay, no problem. So, student, whatever the seed has formed, seed is formed with the help of whom? Ovule. Okay, ovule has formed the seed. Now, the seed sometimes consists of two cotyledons. So, we call it as a bicotyledon. That is that single seed contains two embryonic leaves. You see, one leaf, another leaf. These are early leaf. You can't see the big leaf like that in the seed. A very small, tiny thing. Okay, it's like that. We have two early leaves we call it as a bicotyledon. Okay, but sometimes you will only see one leaf. That time we call monocot. Okay, this is what you're asking, student Rujita.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay, got it. Okay. So in the seed, if we have something like these two early leaves, we call cotyledon, sir, bicotyledon. If we have something like only one leaf, one early leaf, we call monocot seed. Okay. So please remember these words, very important. Plumule, radical. Okay. Can anybody say, if I sow the seed, who will form first? Will the plumule form or the radical will be developing? Who will be
The
developing first?
plumule.
Plumule. Very good. Okay. Okay. So many. Very good. Okay. Harshini is referring. Harshini is saying, no, sir, radical. Okay. So let us see who will form first. Okay. So should I show this? Yeah.
Sir, because the seed germinates, right?
Yes. You're absolutely right.
Of a new plants.
Okay, you see there is a seed over here, student. Okay, there is a seed sowed here. So if I sow the seed, so did you see what has formed first? Okay, so obviously, student, radical will be formed first. The root will be holding the land very strong so that it will consume all the nutrients first. Once all the nutrients are absorbed through these particular radicals, then the leaf part or the shoot part will be developing like this. Okay, and after vegetative part, the reproductive part, which is nothing but the flowers, will be start developing. Okay, so first radical, then plumule. In the plumule, after vegetative part, this reproductive part will be forming. Okay, again with the help of the butterflies, obviously the pollen grains will be moving from male to female part. Okay, like this with their particular body, and it will be moving. You see now what is this? It is moving to the same plant but the different flower. Self pollination, you can say again. Okay, like this, the particular pollen grains has shifted, and obviously, student, so once the reproduction is happened, what will happen? Post fertilization will happen. The pollen tube will be forming, and the pollen grains will be reaching up to the particular ovule. Okay, now the fertilization has happened. So post fertilization, what will happen, student? All the sepals, petals, stigma, style, all will be wither off, or they will just get disposed of, and only we are left with the ovule and ovary. The ovary will be developing into the new fruit, and the ovule, we have some seeds. Sometimes some of the seeds get burst, or sometimes the seeds are inside only. Okay, you see some of the seeds that just get dispersing. Okay, and again these seeds will, where will go these seeds? They will again go to the particular land. Again the story starts. Under favorable conditions, these seeds again starts developing into the new plant. Like that, the story will continue. Okay, Narendran, following student?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, Rojita, right answer. Harshini, right answer. It's radical, student. Aparna, very good student. Okay. Ananya, Amulya, very good, right answer. Okay. The radical will be developing first. Okay. So now the story comes, sir, how the seed is dispersed. You see, in India we have one breed, and you see in America also you will be feeling sometimes found the same breed. Suppose you say only the mango has originated in one place in South India. You see, after years, after some decades, the same fruit will be developing in the particular North India also, or some China and US also. So somebody is there to disperse the seeds. Something is there in the nature so that it will. Is this topic rare, right? So that I can answer only after checking the sample papers. Okay, I don't know whether. So I did not explore the sample papers and the previous year questions from this topic. So I can't say whether it is rare or not. But few of the questions I have seen. That's the reason I have took this particular part. So student, is this not included in NCRT? Let me know.
Sir,
See.
I don't know if it's there, but I don't think it's like important in the exam point of view.
Okay.
So
sir.
nothing
not-
was given about it.
Sir, my teacher didn't teach this.
Okay. Okay, so you see, student, you need to connect it also, right, to the real world. So how can you get the interest if you are just learning up to ovule? From the ovary, fruit will form, seed will be formed. If I say that, then only the things will be interesting, right? Okay, and you will remember the things also. Not given. Okay, anyhow, so the seed dispersal is also happening, student. You see the seed. So just as the pollen grains has dispersed from one flower to another flower, seeds will also be dispersed through the movement, spread, and transport of the seeds from parent plant. So it will be moving to different place. The again here also the wind will disperse the seed. Okay, water will disperse the seed. There is a pod explosion. Some pop sound will be coming, and they get exploded. The seeds will be dispersed through here and there. Obviously, human after consuming your particular mango, what will you do, student? You will throw that seed again. From there again the particular tree will be sapling will be originated, or seed will be germinated. Or you can say you are consuming the tomato, but the seeds in the tomato, they are not being digested, so they again you will just excrete it through the feces. They go to the different place, again the new tomato plant will come. Okay, so like that, animals, birds, insects, human, knowingly, they all are dispersing the seed to different places. Okay, can anybody say what is this gravity? How the seed dispersal is helping you through the gravity?
Maybe
So
when the
like
grav
Yeah, please raise your virtual hand.
maybe by the gravity force the seeds fall down
Very
sometimes.
good, right answer. Okay, so you see, students, if nobody is plucking the fruit, obviously the fruit will ripen, and obviously due to the gravity, the seed should come down, the fruit should come down only, right? Again, if it is coming down, again that particular germination will happen. Okay, yeah. So the last part of the particular topic, germination, xylem, phloem. Oh no. Like in bryophyllum. Okay, right answer. Fruits fall down and they rot. Very good, Sugar. Absolutely right answer. Padilla, yes. Seed falls into the dirt and grows. Yeah, that is germination. Okay. So last part is nothing but the germination. So just now I have shown you the video. Once the seed is formed, the seed should be developed to seedling or finally into the plant. So the process of seeds developing into new plants is called germination. Okay. The process of seeds developing into new plants is called germination. So will all the seeds germinate? Again, the answer is no. Okay. So environmental conditions should help them, like water availability, soil fertility, good temperature. Okay, they all should help them. Only then the seed will be germinated. Okay, so once germination, please remember it's first the radical, the root part will come out, which later develops into root. The radical will come out and it will develop into root. Once it is developed, then the plumule part will be developing into the shoot. Okay, so this is an order, germination. Okay, so let's see the last video and just go back to some of the questions and close this topic, student. Yeah, fertilization and germination. Yes. Okay, you see, this is something like pumpkin, I guess. So obviously, some animal is consuming that pumpkin. Okay, so some of the particular seeds may not be digested by that particular animal. So it will excrete, and finally, that will be going into the land again. Okay. Yeah, so again, land, the seed is here, some dirt, everything is deposited on the seed. One favorable condition, that particular radical has developing into the roots. You see, this is an original picture. Huh? This is original. It's not the animated one. It's an original. You see, it's a day 4. You can see the timeline over here. Okay, so I have they have just fast forwarded it. Okay, yeah, you can see finally slowly shoot part is getting developed like that. The shoot part, again the vegetative part is being developed, student. Okay. I'll just speed it up. Okay, like that you can see this particular shoot part, vegetative part has developed. And again, from here, this particular small plant, you need to go reach up to the big plant or somewhat like tree. Again, the flowers should come. Again, the same fruit should be developed. And finally, again, new seed should come. Okay, you see day 21, day 32, like that, the plant gets fertilized, germinated. All the story you can see in one part. Day 75, you can look over here. You see, after again developing the vegetative part, you see reproductive part is developed. You see, this is ovary. Okay, flower, ovary. If at all that pollination has happened, what does it do? Obviously, this all should be shedded off. Okay, wither off. Now you see, after a particular pollination, after fertilization, this is slowly getting degraded, and finally that gets degraded. And you see, now this is ovary. It will be developing into the fruit. Okay, inside again ovule is there. That is seed. Okay, finally you can see this particular will be, yeah. like that it starts developing. Okay, the new pumpkin from that particular. Okay, so that was the story. Let's go to the last part of the question. Do also have seeds and germinate even? So please ping me that question, Rujita, in WhatsApp. Okay, Harshini. Okay, so you have given answer also. The dash on top and gradual. Okay, very good. Very good. Right answer, Harshini. Rujita, right answer. Narendran, right answer. Tanushri, right answer. Fadila, no. Ponnappa, right answer. Aparna, no. Megha, yes, right answer. Aparna, no, beta. Fadila, right answer. Come on. Maya, right answer. Strugal, Amulya, Ananya, right answer. Okay. So, who has a tough coat, student? Seed will have a tough coat. You see, seed coat will have a tough coat. But where is the seed formed from? Seed is formed from ovule. Fruit is formed from ovary. Okay. You see, this fellow is ovary. Inside is ovule. This fellow will convert to seed. This fellow will convert to fruit. Okay. Understood, Aparna? So, ovule and
Yes,
ovary.
sir.
Yeah, ovary. C is the right answer. B is the right answer. Ovule and ovary. Yes.
So what is the answer?
B. B is the right answer. Ovule and ovary. Harshini. No, Harshini. Ananya Mulya. Narendran. Aparna. Megha. Fadila. My God, many different answers. So, many different answers, students. So, many answers gave different answers. So, the right answer is C. Harshini, right answer. You see, this is the top part, A, plumule. Down part, radicule and roots. At least remember in this way. From the radicle, roots will be developed. Roots will be down portion, right? At least remember that way. Okay? Radicle, roots, R and roots will be the down portion. Okay? Plumule will be the top. And you see this fellow, just now I have explained, cotyledon. Okay? C is the right answer, student. Rujita, right. Okay? Try to remember in that way. Radical, root will be down portion. The part of the seed which grows and develops into a root on germination is. He's again asking the same question. Just now I said. Tanushri, right answer. Narendran, right answer. Megha, right answer. Fadila, right answer. Ponnappa, right answer. Harshini, right answer. Maya, right answer. Rujita, right answer. And Aparna, right answer. Strugal, 1916. Strugal, just now I said, right? Root is developed from what? R, radical. Okay, it's a part of the seed. From that part, the root is developed. So D is the right answer. Anubhav says the plants.
So what is the answer?
The answer is radical beta, D. Never mind. Okay, I'll not mind, student, because I have some mind. Okay. Anubhav says the plants which are present near shore like coconut and palm use dash as a mode of dispersal of seeds. Yeah, dispersal of seeds. Seeds should spread. So, and he's near the shore. Assume yourself as roaming in the beaches. Then you give the right answer. Yes, Aparna, right answer. Megha, right answer. Narendra, right answer. Harshini, right answer.
But then it can be all four, right?
Rujita, right answer. So highest chance, beta, highest probability.
But
Fadila,
then in the shore, in the area near the shore, a lot of wind and air also is there, right? So
okay.
Yes,
So
so
you
wind air makes more sense.
uh, um, like coconut, he said, right?
It's coconut trees, right? Like the
It's very heavy, right? This particular.
Sir,
yeah,
water is usually for those plants immersed in water, right? Like
Okay.
lotus and all, they're in water.
Okay.
And also a few like
Let me see the answer
small.
first. Let me see the answer. It's a water. Okay.
Because rain can't affect a coconut tree, right? It's only when it's windy that the coconuts fall down. So I think air makes sense.
So
What if there's an elephant? Animals also make sense, to be honest.
okay, so you see, I think air and water might be the both chances. Animals and insects don't go for that scenario. But you see, student, coconut is actually it's a somewhat heavy weight, right? So do you feel that from the air it will spread?
So like
No,
they
sir,
said
it like shake
seeds,
the
right?
trees.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Pardon?
it
So
shakes.
seeds.
Yeah, so
So
some
seeds, not the coconut, right?
yeah, you see, student, so you want to say before going into the total fruit only that got dispersed, you are saying, right?
So like even if it's a coconut for like wind, it will get dispersed. Water is like not possible, right? Coconut tree is very long, it's very tall, right?
So
Yeah,
when
you
like
see.
heavy winds are there, the tree itself will shake.
What about the waves? Like Tanushri saying that the waves can help in pushing the coconut.
So it's not
So
in water, it's on the shore.
if the
Yeah.
coconut tree is close to the water, it makes sense, but it doesn't have to be.
Okay, so let's leave this hypothetical question. Okay. Yeah, the seed contains the
Sir,
future
what is the
plant.
answer?
Answer is air and water, you write. Okay, both are making sense actually.
The monkeys also.
Monkeys also.
So monkeys, elephants, and even insects make sense.
So
So.
you okay.
So humans also, we take the coconut down,
This
right?
question is deleted as per CBSE syllabus. Okay. The seed contains the future plant and embryo, which develops into the seedling like appropriate. The process is known as, yeah, this is an easy question. Harshini, a right answer. Rujita, right answer. Tanushri. This one, shouldn't Tanushri? Check the answer. Fadila, right answer. Maya, right answer. Narendran. Check the answer, Narendran. Megha, right answer. Okay.
So,
Yes, yes.
sir, what does seed dormancy mean?
Oh, I think I have explained that in chapter number 2, right? Seed dormancy. So
No,
no, I have explained it. So I don't remember here, frankly speaking.
Dormancy is like it won't germinate.
Yeah, so it's in sleeping mode, you want to say, right?
Yeah, it's the inactive mode of the seed.
Inactive mode, okay. So I just need to check it, students. So I think I have explained coordination and control, where I have explained the hormones, oxygen, gibberellin. Tanushri, right
Yes, sir,
answer.
you did.
You did it, right? Germination. The correct sequence of reproductive stages seen in the flowering plants is correct sequence of reproductive stages. Okay, so let me see the answer first. Yes, I think Shrugal is right. Tanushri is right. Maya right. Narendran right. Megha right. Aparna right. Ponnappa no. Fadila right. Rujuta right. Harshini right. Okay, Ponnappa. You see, gametes, pollen grains, and ovule or egg cells, you can say. So they both should mix. Then the zygote will be forming. In zygote, where it will be developing, it should be developed in the sac like embryo. Once it starts developing, it will be so once the embryo form, again it will be developing the seedling. Okay, so A is the right answer. Which of the following is the correct sequence of events of sexual
What
reproduction
is
of
the
flower?
answer, sir?
Answer is A. Which of the following is correct sequence of events of sexual reproduction in a flower? Harshini, right answer. Narendran, right answer. Megha, right answer. Aparna, right answer. Tanushri, right answer. Fadila, very good student. Rujita, absolutely right. Shrugal, wonderful. Ponnappa, awesome. Amulya, Ananya, excellent. Aparna, where are you? Are you in dormancy? Still sleeping? Exams are very nearby, student. Activate your hormones.
So you told me.
Aparna, you only
I
give the answer.
sent my name. I sent my answer.
So your answer, I think, accidentally I deleted, I guess. Aparna. No, I am not seeing your answer. Okay, you can send it, resend it. Okay. So the right answer is definitely
Sir, I
Aparna's
sent it
answer. Yes,
again.
Aparna, right answer. Which of these develop into seeds?
What is the answer, sir? Go to the previous.
Answer is beta C. Pollination, fertilization, embryo, seed. C. Okay, yeah, right answer, Aparna. Tanushri, right. Fadila, right. Okay, students, I'm happy that you all understood the concepts better. Okay, I'm sure that any internal question is being asked, at least a 2 mark question, you can give it in an easy way. At least because you understood the concept, right? Last question for the session. Do you have any other question? No, second last question. Which among the following statements are true for sexual reproduction in flowering plants?
Sir, what is the answer? Please go to the previous.
Answer is ovule. Seeds ovule, fruits ovary. Which among the following statements are true for sexual reproduction in flowering plants? Yeah, so it's an easy question, right? Okay, so who gave the answer? Let me check. Harshini, right answer. Maya, right answer. Megha, right answer. Fadila, right answer. Tanushri, very good student, right answer. Aparna, right answer. Excellent, Aparna. Rujita, superb. Ponnappa, very good. Narendran, all give right answer. Narendran don't want to give right answer. Narendran, sexual reproduction, how can you say they are clones? Asexual reproduction, clones. Again, Strugal, the same. Sexual reproduction, you see, we are from the sexual reproduction. Are we clones? We are not clones from our parents. At least some traits are common, but not clones.
Sir, but in plants at the starting you had told, right, sir? In sexual also mostly.
Yes, but I'm using the word sexual reproduction. Flower part I'm asking. When I speak about the rose plant, where we are cutting the stem and planting that time you can say it's clones. But I'm clearly mentioning sexual reproductions of flowering plants. Understood, Punappa?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Okay. So right answer is C. Two gametes, fertilization important event, and always a zygote is formed. In the double
Sir,
fertilization, yes.
sir, but even if in sexual reproduction, variation is very less, right? Like all of the fruits are same.
Yes. So we can't actually, we human beings can't just see the variation, but still there are variations compared to asexual reproduction.
And it is screenshot.
Take student. 1, 2, 3 is the right answer. Seed dispersal takes place by now
It is
everybody.
screenshot, sir.
Yeah, please take it. Okay, already give the answer. Yes, Sugar, right answer. Mega, right answer. Harshini, right answer. Aparna, right answer. Now, no confusion, right? Everybody is on the same step. This question. Tanushri, right? Ponnappa, right? Narendran, right? Fadila, right? Maya, right? Okay. Yes, students. That is what we have completed this particular plants part. Okay. So pollination, we have seen double fertilization. So you see double fertilization. Please remember the word syngamy, triple
Sir,
fusion,
what is the answer?
seed dispersal and germination. Answer is all of the above. सीड डिस्पर्सल कहाँ से होगा बेटा? हवा से, पानी से, जानवर से, all of the above. Okay, so shall we start this particular part? I have taken some just intro part, sexual reproduction in humans, like what is puberty. So I need to start with this step. So what is puberty? What are the changes happening in the particular humans? Okay, what are the ages? Then I need to go for
Um,
years,
so
and I need to go
again,
for the sexual characteristics. Yes, some students are, yes, anybody?
yes, sir. I just need a clarification. Syngamy is for the first one and triple
First.
fusion is the second one.
Yes, normal
Okay.
fertilization is singam. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, okay. Harshini want to say yes, please. So please give me thumbs up or yes in the chat box whether you want to continue for next 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, Narendran. Okay. Fadila. Okay, students, let's stop our session. First three answers, no problem, students. Okay, so probably tomorrow, if at all possible, I'll try to close this chapter. But believe me, again tomorrow I'll take for 2 hours. 2 hours I'll take. Tomorrow is what, friend? Day after tomorrow is a holiday, right? Day after tomorrow is a holiday, so you can sit for 2 hours tomorrow. Okay. So tomorrow I'll try to close this particular in human being, students. Sexual reproduction in humans. I'll try to close this chapter. I'll take a pause for 1, 3, 4 days and start the hereditary. Pause for 3, 4 days means I'll go for the math sessions, and on Sunday I'll go for the chemistry session. In meanwhile, I'll frame at least two sessions material of the hereditary. Okay. So I'm able to predict that hereditary I may take 5 to 6 sessions. Okay. I have just seen the syllabus. I did not go what is going on inside. Okay. So I may take some 5 to 6 sessions to close that particular chapter. Okay. So I'll be somewhat. I'll not go very deep. I'll not go very light. I'll give you something better material than your NCERT. Okay. Okay, students. That's all from my side.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Sabais.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sabai sir.
Thank you.
Bye.
Sir,
Yes, Purnappa.
sir, in marathon, like you take, sir, direct 5 hours, you'll finish full chemistry, sir.
No. We have in metals and non-metals we have started. Only half of the thing I have revised it. Okay. So I will revise the next half of the thing. Then I'll take for 2 sample papers. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So my session will not go for 5 hours. So 2.5 hours to 3 hours. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I
So are you
thought-
available on Sunday?
Yes, sir. I have pre-board on Monday, but mostly I'm coming only, sir, pre-board.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you,
Okay.
sir. Bye, sir.